What's up, everyone?
Got the
I
hat?
got the hat. Ready for the
Oh,
memo this time?
I did miss the memo, but I have a hat.
Oh,
Yo, let's
the
I
go.
Just
have
wear that.
one.
best character in the world on it. I
The
love
best character.
it. Hey, Sean, what's up? Well, we can't talk about Wolverine too much, or Dylan will leave.
I
So,
will.
or he'll just start mocking me again for it. I'm fine with that. That's
What?
okay.
Nah,
Well, yeah.
no.
So we're in this position now. We've got some distance from season one. In your minds and in your memories, is it still as great as you thought it was at the time? Whoever wants to go first.
I mean, don't you constantly watch it every other day like I do?
Yeah.
So it hasn't been a distant thing for me.
Yeah, it's showing up in my feeds all the time. Like the
Yep.
memes, the cosplay, the content, the reminders. Like,
It never left.
yeah, that's right.
It's literally like everyday life for me. Like all I do is just sit in my room and just play. I'm just like staring at the TV, eyes are dry, haven't blinked.
Yeah,
Oh
like
my God.
Clockwork Orange. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Every time you go outside and put sunglasses on, you have to say "To me, my X-Men." You have to. Like.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh right. Well, it's funny. Looking, I was trying to think about this earlier because one of the questions I wanted to ask was, what was everyone's favorite moment from season one? And I found myself finding that a really difficult question to answer. But I want to hear what other people's thoughts. You can definitely have more than one. Who's got something on the Rolodex and wants to go first?
I
I
have,
Dylan. His
I,
eyes are so
oh.
wide. I got to go with Dylan first.
I have like 80. But I'm gonna just say in the first episode with them fighting the Sentinels and uh, calling Storm for the forecast, like I could watch that scene over and over and over and over again, and I do. And I still am like I find myself going and finding TikTok reactions of people watching that scene just because I want to see what their reactions are of it too. So I think that's probably my super favorite.
No. All right, Stefania.
Oh, God, this is very hard. I don't. um, I mean, I absolutely love that scene that Dylan just talked about. I think that's like probably one of the most iconic scenes from the first season. Man, I would say like that plus the scene with man, it's just too hard to pick. I all of them. Can I just say all of them?
Yeah.
I I plead the fifth. All of them.
Well, we'll put it this way: not necessarily what is your absolute favorite moment. What is one of your most
Okay.
favorite moments?
Okay. One of. Okay. I have to say, not really like a specific scene, but I think my favorite moments from the show were all the Easter egg references to like the video games, especially like Rogue's move that she does in like episode 7, was it, or 6? And little details like that kind of stick out to me a lot. Plus, like the wordplay, especially. Those are the moments I think are my favorite from this show.
Michelle, what you got?
I have, okay, I have like three. The first one is going to be Madeline Pryor's magical girl moment when she transforms into Goblin Queen. I love the Sailor Moon reference. Like that was just I died in the theater. I was just like, "Oh my God. Oh my God. Yes. Yes, Queen. I'm here. I'm here for you. Team Maddie now. Jean Grey who? Jean Grey who?" And then I also really loved seeing my girl Dazzler, even though she was only there for a little bit, but she's unconscious, she's taking a little nap. She's gonna come back. Sean, I know you're in the chat. She's gonna come back. She's coming back. Yes. Yes. And
That's
then
rude.
my third is Deathbird's whole ass personality. Like I I I cannot get enough of her. She's the real MVP. Like I love her so much. Like yeah, I have a girl crush on her. Like Milky Way Ghetto lives rent free in my head forever.
That was so good. Like the fact that there aren't more T-shirts with that on it. Like I want to get a hat that just says Milky Way
I
Ghetto
went,
on it.
yeah, or like I went to the Milky Way Ghetto and all I got was this Deathbird t-shirt or something. Someone please make it. I will buy it.
Right?
Finch, what was one of your favorites?
You know, Dylan, am I allowed to talk about Wolverine? Is that
More Wolverine.
Yes, you can
That's
talk about. He was only there for like 5 seconds, so sure.
well, yeah, because he doesn't want to outshine everybody else because like they just let him off the chain in episode one. That the season's only one episode, so it's fine. But no, that whole scene with Wolverine and Nightcrawler fighting the Prime Sentinels, and we got like the POV teleport, like that was just insane. That was incredible. And it was of course cool just to see because I every time I watch the show, my eyes are kind of keying in on that cameraman, and I don't know why. And seeing him get jacked up by Nightcrawler was pretty awesome.
I have to say that's like
Nightcrawler,
another one of my favorites. You know, you mentioned that because I forgot about it until now.
same.
That is also one of my favorites.
Yeah, it's top, and it was like that was always such a like I said interesting question because I was trying to think about it before this live, and I couldn't come up with like just one where I'm like this one part's head and shoulders above the rest because it is such a good show. If we go the other way then and just say what was just standalone favorite episode, if you had one episode from season one that you got to watch over and over and over again, which one would it be? And Stefania is really thinking, so I'm going to go with her first.
Oh, damn it. You know, the first one that came to mind was the Remember It episode. I know it's a sad ending, but I think that episode was put together so well between the writing and the animation and the storyboarding and all. I think it's probably one of their best episodes because you really ride the emotions in that one. There's so much drama. There's so much like you think it's going one way, but it actually goes the opposite way. You know, you think you're there for a good time, but all hell breaks loose. So I think between the performances and the writing and the overall look of that episode, I think it's my favorite.
Michelle?
Well, I'm gonna have to go with episode 3, Fire Made Flesh, because I mean it focuses on my favorite character, Jean Grey. Also, my new favorite character, uh, Maddie. And I love the way the story is retold in in a way that makes a little more sense, where it's not so much about betrayals within the relationships. It's, the outside influences that created this really awkward situation. And I just love Maddie's like character in 97. I think she is so much more understood, and her anger and her turn into the Goblin Queen is much more valid. So I know it was a lot to condense into one episode. There's a lot to the whole Inferno saga, but even getting like little Easter, or I think little tiny things like that really helped kind of give a nod, like, yeah, there's more to the story, but this is the only part that we're going to tell for now. And I love it. Even the conclusion where Madeline decides to leave to find herself. Like she's going on her own, like eat, pray, love journey. And Jean Grey is back at the mansion trying to figure out like, well, what happened, And it kind of also sets up that cute moment later on when Wolverine and Jean Gray have their moment because I'm a Jean and Logan shipper, and I love that he finally got some like he's down for Jean so hard, and I love that about him. I love it.
Dylan.
Um, well, which episode did I watch the most? Episode 5. But uh, I'm gonna agree with Michelle. And the only reason I'm agreeing with episode 3 and Michelle is because when when the animated series started, there's like some stories that like are never referenced or even discussed. And if you're gonna start X-Men in the 90s, there's a few things in the 80s that have to have happened or need to happen to be able to kind of go forward. And two of those things are Life, Death, and Inferno. And so Life, Death was split between 2 episodes, so I can't pick one. So I will say Inferno because it's a very important thing to be able to go forward with a Jean story and a Cyclops and a Cable story. So I choose Fire Made Flesh also.
That's it is another one hard to pick. I mean, it, I wish there was a way I could take the last 3 episodes and like bundle it into one because that like those last 3 episodes together were so extremely well done. But I think I got to go with 5, just like Stefania. It was like you watch that with trepidation. You see him on Genosha, and everybody's happy, and Happy Nation's playing, and you feel like the X-Men never have a happy ending, right? And this like might be the high watermark for mutantdom in this world, which means that this cannot last. Otherwise, we don't have a show. Without conflict, there's no show. And then the conflict happened in a very, very brutal fashion. It's my favorite episode, and probably also one of the hardest ones to watch. Because every time you hear Lenore at the end of that episode, you're just like, why did I watch this again? Why do I do this to myself? This is
I actually
insane.
have not watched that episode to this day because like it's very hard to
Same,
watch.
same. I watched it I think twice, and that was it. And I was like, I can't. I can watch like the first half and be fine,
Yeah, yeah, and then we
but
just
two,
pause it and like it's like pausing episode 3 Star Wars and just not getting to the other half. You're like
yeah,
everything's okay.
yeah,
We just end it there.
we're good. We're good. Happy Nation. Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, and yeah. Anytime I've heard that song since then, it's forever going to be like linked to that, like on an atomic level. Okay, okay. What was there anything in the show that I guess theme wise or character wise that stood out to you that you didn't foresee, like prior to the season starting, if that makes any kind of sense? And this one I'll just throw up there. Whoever's got something off the top of their head first.
I didn't foresee myself liking Scott more than I did. This show actually made me like his character and like who he was, which is very refreshing. And I'm hoping we get more of that in season 2. I know with Lenore just did an interview. They asked her about season 2 and stuff, and she's talking about how like Rogue's gonna have a fantastic storyline in that season. So I'm very very hyped for that. But I'm also interested to see like where Cyclops' story goes on as well. Like how does his character develop, and if he will still be the character that I enjoy and not like plummet and make me hate him again. So we will have to see. But that was a surprise for me because I wasn't a Cyclops fan, but now I kind of am.
I agree with that. Like, I'm also not a Cyclops fan, but X-Men 97 Cyclops, he came out strong. Like from the first episode, I was like, "Oh, who is this Scott Summers?" And I don't know if it's because the professor's not there and he's just kind of stepping into his own, and he doesn't feel like the pressure anymore. I mean, there's some pressure, but it's different now. And I was like, oh, he's kind of a baddie. Like, look at how he's using his powers. Him and Wolverine have like a more playful banter versus like straight up like disses and digs. Wolverine's not making a convertible for him anymore. and uh, it's a different, he's got a different vibe. I'm also really, I liked not having the professor around too. Like, I'm not really a fan of
Hmm.
him. And like the moments we did get, they were okay. They were okay.
I still think him and Magneto should have kissed. I mean, it's
They
written,
should
you know,
have.
between the text, I can see between the lines, it should have happened.
Like,
Maybe next season, or maybe in like a director's cut. I don't
Yeah,
know.
that's
they
the
just
real reason Lalandra wanted the mind wipe. Like, that's why she was okay with it. She's like, oh, he's gonna forget his lover. Great, great. Good
He
job,
keeps
sis.
calling me. Yeah, he keeps calling me Eric in bed, and I really need it to
I
stop.
don't. Who is Magnus? Like, who is this? Is that?
I
I
don't
think
know.
it's our safe word.
I don't know, but he sounds dusty.
Oh my
I
god,
was waiting for
Oh my
you to say
god.
something.
I forgot.
Had to, just had to. Um,
Oh,
yeah, they're gonna have a Disney Plus. I think Sean, you can if you're still here, you can confirm it. They're about to have an X-Men '97 one-off spin-off called "Just Get a Room Already." Oh, okay.
that could apply to a lot of
Yes,
characters, actually.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. There's a.
actually, a
I was
new
gonna
episode of
say,
it each week with a different
yeah.
two or three X Men.
There we go. There we go.
Morph, Jean, Wolverine.
Yeah. Oh, Lord. Okay. Back to Dylan. What'd you have?
Um, so I guess for me, one thing that I didn't expect to super like was actually Sunspot being part of the team. Like for me, even though I know that the animated series was not based on the comic, it was very close to it. And like when they announced that Sunspot was going to be part of this series, I was like, that doesn't fit. I don't like it. He wasn't an X Man. Like what? Um, but then I super love the way that they put him in there, and it was nice to have another character uh, take Julie's spot of being the newbie and us learning things. So yeah, I didn't expect to like Sunspot, and I do.
Yeah, definitely. I like that. I was the same way. I was like super unsure about it. Like it felt like that's okay. But we'll go with it. But it did turn out really well. But yeah, I'm gonna agree with Michelle and Stefania Cyclops. Like it was great to see him portrayed in a way where he wasn't just a cardboard cutout of a Boy Scout to be a foil for all the other characters. Like to actually have him a level of dynamic to him, I thought was really amazing. The okay, so here's the interesting one, and I think I might know what some of the answers are going to be, but I have to ask it anyway. What are some characters you would like to see? Not just oh, Sean says oddly I like Sunspot more after meeting Guy. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah,
Yeah, I could
yeah,
100% see that. And
yeah. He definitely helped.
you guys did just announce he's coming to Uncanny Experience, and that's got me
Yes.
excited.
I have the pin.
Yes,
I wear the
yeah.
pin.
Got the pin. That'll
Thanks.
Of
That'll be
course.
awesome. I'm so
Because
happy he's coming because he literally Michelle and I did a podcast with him and he was going on and on about how he wanted to come. So that is fantastic.
Yeah,
So
we're
more,
super. I was just gonna say we're super excited that he's coming. I think he's gonna bring a level of flair that we didn't have. So
Yeah, he's a whole vibe
yeah, he
for
really
sure.
is.
Like,
He is like one of the most smiling, positive people I've ever met in my life.
yeah,
Like I can't even. But so question season two. What are characters that you would like to see more of or enter the show? And I don't mean just cameo wise, but like for example, in season one, we kind of got a lot more Nightcrawler and X-Men '97, which was awesome, rather than just a here and there kind of thing. So into season two, who would you kind of like to see come out from behind the curtain and get a good amount of storyline and screen time? Michelle, you got to smile. What is it?
okay. Well, I know I've said it before, but I need more Dazzler. Like, my girl, she was on the Outback team, she like barely got any screen time. She doesn't even have a voice actor, or as far as I know. But if you're looking
Your
for one, I can't
phone will ring.
sing. But Sean, like, hit me up. I could try. We can auto tune, okay? Auto tune. But besides Dazzler, I do like the hint at the end of the last episode where we might potentially get Dust, because I'm also a huge Academy X fan, and to see her there, like, she's so far ahead in the comics that for her to make an appearance, for any of the Academy X kids to make an appearance, I'm super jazzed about that. Like, I love Dust. I think she's a unique character. She has a unique power, and she would be an incredible addition to the team.
Dylan?
Um, well, I was going to say two also, and Dust was my second one. Uh, but I will say I hope we get to see more Emma, just because it's Emma. Like,
Yes.
there's a whole door that seems to have been opened for her to be there.
Girl, come
And
through.
yes, and I may not be, I'm not a Kitty Pryde or Kate Pryde fan, but Kitty is one of those like important stories or important characters like from the 80s that I feel like we need to make sure we tie up that loose end before we move forward. So she was on the wall with Dust, so I hope we'd see something with her.
Why do you not like Kitty?
She's okay.
You know,
She's
I
kind of
don't
basic.
dislike
Like,
her.
I feel like she's kind of basic.
my
Like,
lord,
no offense to Kitty Fan. Like, she's had great, like, she's had great arcs. Like, I think her arc with Star-Lord in space was wonderful. I think people keep like giving her different identities, so she's not like, she needs to she needs to also go on a Eat Pray Love, and figure out some things.
Michelle
man, it's good.
took all the words out of my mouth. Thank you. Thank you for being my counsel and answering that
Wow,
question.
it's a good thing Alicia's not in here. My
I
lord.
was about to say.
No, I'm not saying I don't like
Well,
her.
after I said it, I was like, wait, didn't Stefania cosplay Kitty one time too? Yes.
I did? No, I didn't.
Didn't you?
No.
Oh, I thought you did. Maybe I'm confusing you with someone else.
Oh, maybe. Maybe you're just like saying a future cosplay that I will do.
Yeah,
I don't know.
he's
Oh,
projecting. Yeah,
oh.
Yeah.
I second it. So yeah, absolutely. All right. How about you,
I
Stephanie?
was gonna say Kitty Pryde, but but I just read X-Men 97 issue 4 today, and they teased Colossus, and I was like, ooh, can we get Colossus in the second season? And if we get Colossus, then do we get Kitty Pryde as well? We have their relationship, their arc going on. So
We need a great love story.
we do, because a few of them have just, you know, gone
Mm.
down 6 feet under. So I am hoping for like something positive, even though they don't end up together in the end, but it's okay. But yeah, I saw the tease and I was like, ooh, Colossus. That would be a cool one to add.
I agree. I would love Colossus. Love Kitty Pryde again, just because the dynamic that it can bring into the team. Um, I personally would absolutely love to see X-23, but storyline wise, we'd probably be like a couple seasons away from being able to do that. You know, that's definitely wouldn't be a season 2 kind of thing. And I'm gonna go along with you guys, and I'm gonna say Dust, just so that Magneto is no longer the dustiest character on the show. You know,
I'm
I'm not,
leaving. How do you,
yeah.
how do you leave?
You're leaving. I'm leaving.
Listen, we're all leaving. I'm
Y'all.
literally Dusty.
Okay. Well, yeah. So the fun thing about season 1, we did get a ton of cameos, and with those like cameos, especially Morph, he was like the cameo machine in that show. So sometimes I kind of wonder, like, oh, I wonder if any of that is meant to like allude to characters we're going to get in season 2, or if it's just fun Easter eggs. Um, some people have talked about, and I don't know how much credence there is to it. Maybe Sean probably can't answer it anyway. But sort of like we saw a lot more Marvel characters outside of X-Men in this show. We saw Captain America, we saw Iron Man, Doctor Strange, Spider-Man. What would you guys think about the notion of there being like a Disney Plus animated MCU, or would you like it to pretty much just remain X-Men 97 going forward?
Well, I know a lot of people after they saw Spider-Man, they're like, bring back, Spider-Man. Um, and with all the characters you saw in X-Men 97, it was kind of like all the shows that were in the 90s tied in, and they're all in the same universe, which was pretty cool. Um, I don't know if they could do all of those shows again. That would be a lot to bring back. But if there was one they should bring back, I think they should bring back Spider-Man because that was a really, really popular show, and people would absolutely love for him to come back. Um, and maybe they could like do some because with Spider-Man you can have so many like team up episodes with Daredevil, Deadpool, so many of those, and same thing with X-Men. So I guess I just don't want them to do too much if they do end up doing an animated universe. I think three max would be great. I mean, you also have the Spider-Man show coming out um, this year, right? Like the one from Marvel Studios itself. So I would say three max that they should have if they were going to go in the MCU animated route, that universe.
Dylan, what do you think?
Oh, cat. Mm.
Um, ow. I, I didn't really care for anything that wasn't X-Men. So Spider-Man was okay. I don't know if I would watch it, but I mean, there's Spider-Man fans out there, so maybe they should. Uh, I wouldn't want them to do too much, like Stefani was saying. Plus, who knows, maybe there will be more what if seasons, and I just don't want them to bog down. Like, I think the MCU got too convoluted because they went too hard, too fast, and so, like, don't ruin X-Men 97 with things like that. But if they want to bring the Inhumans on, I'm fine with that.
An
I love the Inhumans.
Inhumans X-Men crossover episode?
Yeah. I'm mainly just thinking of the Fantastic Four cartoon, and I really remember nothing else about that cartoon except for the like 4 episodes that included the Inhumans. So I'm also saying that because I know that Michelle super loves the Inhumans too, so I know she supports it.
Fully, fully support Inhumans, yes, but make it anime.
Ooh.
Cause okay, you've got like the What If series, which is kind of like that 3D cell animation, so you know distinctively, okay, that's What If, like that's the What If style. X-Men 97, it's also got its distinct like it looks like the original, and so it has its own like vibe as well. So to differentiate the Inhumans animated series that they could possibly do, if they made it like anime, like like not like Sailor Moon cute anime, but more like
Dragon
gosh, like maybe
Ball
like
Z.
no, like Vampire Hunter D, like dark, like
Oh,
dark and gritty. I
yeah.
think I think it could work. Not that the storylines are super dark, but I think there is like this whole like with Inhumans, it feels more of like a family drama kind kind of Game of Thrones, but not where like everybody's murdering everybody. But it is very much like a family drama.
Mhm.
So I think that would be kind of cool. And you could have some like neat cameos. You could have like Miss Marvel because she's always going to be an Inhuman to me. I don't care like what other people like uh, whatever. She's Inhuman. Inhuman first. Okay, she became a mutant because of the Terrigen Mist. Or yeah, she's just a different kind of mutant. But I think it would be cool to have that like crossover, and then we could get some cool stuff in space also, and see characters that aren't necessarily in like the Spider-Man universe, the X-Men universe, the What If universe. So I'm here for that. Yes,
Mhm.
yeah, yeah. Call me Marvel. Call me. I got
She's got
idea.
ideas.
I got ideas. Good idea.
I think it would be amazing if Disney Plus had 3 animated series on it, and they were called X-Men, Generation X, and X-Force. And there we go. Just run those
Oh my
3, and we're good to
God.
go.
I feel like Generation X is like a CW show.
Yeah, it's got that vibe.
You know,
Yeah.
Every
yeah,
every character on there is CW hot,
uh,
and yeah,
for real. I mean, and it's like, and they're in that age range where it's like everything is very like the Vampire Diaries, I don't know, 90210, you know,
Twilight.
like you're going through your hormone stuff, and then there's all of these like mutant villains that are trying to kill you, but you're really just trying to go to school to figure out like what college to get into and how to keep your powers under control. So I like it. I like it. Also, you have like a crush on your classmate. And if you move
Yeah,
into Academy X too, like, oh my gosh. There's all kinds of drama there. There's like student teacher stuff. Like, ooh, it gets juicy. Like, yes,
yeah, Sean,
Marvel.
Generation X. All the poll in the world, like start a
Oh,
petition, we will all sign it. We will get Generation X. But I've said this before. They do need, if they do that, they need to do it like Chris Boccello art style, like the entire animated series. Like, please do that. Yeah, that would be a lot of fun. So is everybody cool? Unless anybody's got anything else to add, is everybody cool with X-Men wise moving over to the comic book side of things?
Sure.
you
I,
want to talk
I,
comics?
Yeah,
What?
yeah.
so like, what
Oh
comics you
God.
talking about? Because I am like not up to date with a lot of stuff right now.
Oh,
Oh,
Also,
talking about Adventure Comics.
What?
Joking.
I mean, what
I'm
if we
also behind.
pivot a little bit and maybe talk about like upcoming movies or shows? Like, could we
oh,
do that?
here, how
So talking
about
about
this?
Deadpool?
Here, yeah, we will get into that. Here's a question though that did come to mind since people are here for X-Men stuff. We do have, now we know X-Men coming in the MCU, and I am thoroughly excited and also thoroughly nervous about how they're going to do it. I hate to put it that way because X-Men '97 was so good, guys. So I'm like, how do you get the bar higher than that? You know what I mean? And I'm sort of like worried that it's like if you try to tell the same stories that they did in X-Men '97, that kind of thing, then you're just doing what X-Men '97 already did. On the flip side, if you do something completely different, you're going to have a lot of fans who came to X-Men from X-Men '97 who are like, "What is this? What are we watching?" So I'm curious as to what everybody thinks. X-Men MCU kind of storylines are you guys thinking? What would be a good way to introduce the X-Men into this greater Marvel universe?
Well, I don't think people coming from X-Men 97 to whatever we're about to get, like I think your expectations should be very different because listen, we didn't get X-Men 97 first. We got Fox X-Men, okay? Like that's what we got. Okay, and we rolled with it. We were like, "All right, cool. We see what you're trying to do. That's great." I think maybe in like coming back into it, if this is a multiverse thing, maybe they're gonna do a little cleanup. That or maybe we'll get. I don't. I don't really know what we're gonna get to be honest. But the fact that we could see like some of our past like favorite characters portrayed by other actors coming in, I think that would be really cool. Like Famke will always be Jean to me. Like if I could just see her as Jean, Phoenix, whatever she wants to be one last time, like here for it. Here for it.
I mean, it's not entirely necessary, though, right? Like,
It is
oh,
entirely
okay,
necessary.
all right,
Yes,
fair.
yes, yes. We need. I need to see her. I need to see Holly as Storm. Uh, I need to see my girls like one last time.
I think they will show up like in Deadpool and Wolverine, and then they're gonna get killed off, and like Deadpool kills the Marvel Universe style. That's my theory. That's a lot of people's theories, I think, and I think it's the one that makes the most sense if you want to try and get rid of a lot of old things and retcon things. And
They are not
Dusty.
dusty.
I didn't say
They are not
Dusty.
dusty. I was waiting for you to say dusty.
Like, okay. So technically, vintage. I'm not saying the vintage, but vintage is like 12 years? No, 20 years.
I was gonna
20
say, I
years
think
is
it's
vintage.
20. I
20
think
years
it's
is vintage.
20.
Okay, so they're technically vintage. Okay, I am not saying they're dusty, but
Wait, so are we
um,
all vintage too?
I was going to say,
I'm
literally,
vintage as
Stefania,
well.
do
Are
you
we
remember how
all
much
vintage?
older everyone is than you?
Yeah, it happens a lot.
Dang.
I think
I
the three of us are double vintage
I mean, I'll
compared to
take
I
it.
was
I'll
gonna
take
say.
double
vintage. I'll
vintage.
take
I'm
Yeah.
24. You guys can't be
No,
like
I
in your
said
40s.
double vintage,
Oh,
according to
Yeah,
double
your
double
vintage.
math.
Okay,
vintage.
okay.
Double vintage.
Wait, so I'm technically double vintage as well because I was born in '99. I'm 24. Oh shoot, no, it's 20 years.
Yeah, you
Never
said
mind.
20.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. If you want to be double vintage, like,
I'm good.
Anyway,
So does that mean you're vintage at 20 years old,
yeah,
and then after another 20 years, then you're double vintage?
yes,
I guess,
like double
yeah.
platinum. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm the
platinum.
double platinum one here.
You're double
You're
platinum?
Yeah.
aging yourself, man. I didn't say it. You said it.
No, no,
I
no.
feel like that's really old. I don't think you're double platinum.
I didn't say it, but I
I
didn't.
don't.
Well, I wasn't thinking it either.
I don't think you're double vintage. No,
Okay,
no.
fine. We'll do this. How old am I?
You're a silver fox.
I'm not
Okay, you're a
Magneto
silver
old.
I
fox.
We can't
honestly would
guess
have
your age
guessed.
because then it's going to turn into everybody saying their age, and none of us want to do that.
Yeah, I already said mine, but that's
I'm
okay.
Yeah.
forever 31. Okay, forever 31.
It's been 84 years.
Hmm.
Finch was around when X-Men #1 dropped.
I was. Yeah, I came up with the idea. Stanley was like, "Thanks, dude." He stepped on my foot, and I'm like, "You stupid mutant," and he went, "Idea," and that's how it got started.
Oh my God, you were there at the birth of X-Men.
Christ, yeah, uh-huh.
Oh,
Definitely.
maybe you are double platinum.
I am 44 years old. I am 44 years old. That's why I can like be one of the people who says I read Claremont and Claremont's Day when they were new on the newsstand, and
But that's
that's
kind of a
somewhat
flex.
braggable and somewhat not. Yeah, it's
That
a
is a
flex. Yeah,
flex.
that
That
is
is
a
a flex.
flex.
You're like, I was there when the OG dropped,
Hmm.
newsstand copy
And
on
I'm
the
not
spinny rack.
and I'm not gatekeeping. Like whatever. Let's
Oh,
go.
Hmm.
Everybody get on board.
oh.
Let's do this. Um,
I
we're not
forgot what we were talking about.
right. We were talking about the MCU, X-Men, and
Right,
the MCU.
right.
That's
I
where
said
we
Uh,
that,
were.
that Deadpool was going to kill the Marvel Universe, and that's how they're going to get rid of the
Dusty
Fox
one.
X-Men.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And then, we're probably going to get our new X-Men, like, oh, new X-Men. Like, I don't know.
like Sophie and what's her name? What's Jennifer? Who else came in? I don't even remember, to be honest. Trying to blank.
I don't even know, like, when we'd get them either, like, 2026, 27, who knows? Like, we're at a point right now where it's, I don't even think they have a writer yet, do they?
No,
Yeah.
there
There
is.
is a
Yeah.
writer. Okay, they
Oh,
just got
oh
him,
yeah, there is.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So,
Maybe.
like, I don't.
What if we got like a whole new team? Like what Outback X-Men
Coulda,
or
that's what I'm hoping for.
or
Outback
Giant
X-Men.
Size.
Giant size would be
Size.
really cool. So I'm looking at it this way. You know, you have a writer now. Obviously, the script is not like written yet, but it takes like 3 months, maybe a little longer, to write a script, and then pre-production takes like at least a year. So, and then production takes like 3 to 6 months. Post is another 6 months. We're not going to get X-Men until like 2027, 28 at this rate. So
You're gonna be so old by then.
I'm going to be like, I'm
Wow.
going to be,
Will you be double
one,
platinum
It will be
I will
double.
be,
or single platinum?
I will be single and a half vintage.
Okay. Vintage. Okay. Okay. Or vintage and a half.
Well, almost. I'll be almost vintage and a
Okay.
half. So I'll be
Okay.
27 in 2027.
Okay. Okay.
Wow. So you
Whoever's
have
in Hall H needs to like let us know what's up with
So by 2030, we
uh
might have X-Men,
right,
and we'll have X-Men 97 in the meantime.
right.
And
Wow.
I think we're all fine with that, and we don't necessarily need a movie. I'm fine with the cartoon.
Hmm.
Yeah. 3 months is a bit generous for a feature. We're probably not going to get X-Men till like 2030. Let's leave it at
God,
that.
you'll be 29 by then.
I'll be 30 that year.
29 by then.
No, because
You'll be
2030,
29 by then.
29.
I'll be
Yeah, you're gonna be
I'll be
29.
29 by then. I'm gonna just hide
I'm helping you
for the
out here,
rest.
man.
Oh,
I'm,
That is.
I was confused there for a moment. I didn't know if just the young person didn't know math or if the old person was senile and didn't know math either.
I
listen,
took my
nobody
pills.
knows math. Nobody knows. We're just like at a certain point, you're just like, this is what we are for the remainder of time
Yeah.
until we no longer can pass for
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
That's right. Hmm.
Well, I can still pass as a high school student, I've been told, so I think I'm good.
Oh my gosh.
Depends.
Oh my god.
It depends. I guess.
On the school, like if it's an elementary
Maybe.
school, no,
No,
but
no,
if it's a high school, yes.
high school. Like maybe
Okay,
senior.
fair enough.
They're like, didn't you graduate already?
Yeah,
You're like,
one
no.
of those 60-year seniors who takes classes in the trailer on the parking lot. Yeah.
You walk in, you're like, so I'm the teacher.
I'm like a
I'm
super senior, like super, super, super senior.
is super senior like after double platinum?
Um,
Yes.
yes.
Double vintage, not platinum.
Uh,
Woo.
I'm going to be excited, Stefania, when you make double platinum. I hope I'm still alive. Um,
You
but
will be.
if
You
I
will
am, I'm
be.
going to throw a big party when you hit double platinum.
Oh, thank you. I hope to throw a big party this year, but sure, in double platinum, I would love a big
Yeah,
party as well. I
you
can't wait
betcha.
for my jubilee.
Trying to think, that will be 2040.
No, wait, platinum jubilee is 75, right?
Oh, I thought we were talking about double vintage,
Oh, no,
double
no,
platinum.
no. I'm talking about like the actual terms, like
Have we been
platinum jubilee is
trolling
75 years.
Oh, is it?
Me?
No.
anyone? I don't know what anyone is talking about. If someone turned on this live, they'd be like, what are they talking about?
No,
I just joined
this
to
is an
watch.
energy drink. It's an energy drink. It's not alcohol. Don't
Oh
worry.
god. I'm
Don't
gonna
worry.
I'm gonna put it in reverse and cut across 3 lanes of traffic and get back where we were headed. Dylan, your thoughts on X-Men in the MCU?
I can wait because we waited 27 years for an amazing thing that was X Men 97. So they can take their time, and we have X Men 97 in the meantime.
Hmm.
That's my thoughts because the Fox
I do.
movies did not make me very happy. So I'm good.
Hmm.
I'll wait.
The one thing I can say about it that I do appreciate, and I thought I could be wrong, but I thought I read somewhere that the writer of the script has said that the main cast of X-Men 97 will also be the main cast of the movie. So they're like just moving over. Now, what storyline wise, we don't know. But one thing I do appreciate is that after the end of the Marvels, it feels like within the MCU, the X-Men are going to exist in their own universe, which I appreciate. Like trying to bring them in now post Endgame after everything that's happened in the MCU kind of doesn't make sense. Like where have you mutants been the whole time while we were like fighting for to save the planet? You know, where were you this whole time? It kind of doesn't make sense. The Magneto be like, oh yeah, I was just watching. Yeah, me and my buddy Chuck. We're not gay, so it's cool.
He was
Like,
busy.
yeah.
Getting busy.
Yeah. You know, he
Thing
had a
always.
whole island, okay? Genosha.
Do we think? So I want to get into at the end here, Wolverine and Deadpool, or Deadpool. It should be called Wolverine and Deadpool, but it's not, unfortunately.
That's what
But
I call it, and I don't even like Wolverine. But every time I talk about it, I'm like,
you,
Wolverine and Deadpool. Oh yeah, it's Deadpool's
yeah,
movie.
yeah, you don't like Kitty Pryde. You don't like Logan. Who hurt you? Like what happened?
I just actually, like Michelle said, I don't really like basic things. So
You know what?
Wolverine's
I feel that.
basic. I hope
But
you got
I like
that.
I
Wolverine.
don't.
I like Wolverine, so I
I'm just trying to
feel like he's basic.
He's not basic. I was just
He's
trying
not
to
really basic. He's a
a
short
reaction out
king.
of Finch.
He's a short king. He's got the best energy like I've ever seen. I'm just like, he's so confident. Like, oh my God. Like, yes, I love a confident man. Like, yes, daddy. Yes.
Yeah, he's got the BD energy.
Yeah.
Big
Yes.
daddy energy.
That's right.
Even though he's
Big
been a terrible
claws.
parent. But
Listen,
He's the worst.
he doesn't know he had some of these kids. It's not his
yeah,
fault.
it
Okay.
happens. It
You
happens.
know. Plus, I think some of them are clones. Like, that's also not his fault. He's doing the best that he can.
Yeah.
Okay. He's got a lot of memory issues too. That's also not his
Yeah,
fault.
it happens with age. Yeah, he's just kind of tearing his way through the world, leaving genetics everywhere in one way or another. But in any event, what are people's predictions for Deadpool and Wolverine? What are you hoping you see? I'll let anybody go first. I see a lot of pursed lips. Like,
I'm just waiting for Stefania to go because
Why me?
you have like a billion videos talking about Deadpool and Wolverine.
Okay, that's true, I guess. So, I mean, I said before that my theory is Deadpool will kill the Fox X-Men universe, especially because you saw the 20th Century Fox logo in the void. Um, and, and that's really my only theory I have, guys. I don't know. But I just want this movie to like be fun, and then we get like the silly little cameos. I don't know if you guys saw the little teaser that came out today with Sabretooth. So I'm very excited to see a Sabretooth and Wolverine fight again. But I I think what Deadpool's gonna do is he has to save his own universe, right? And then they're gonna attempt with Wolverine, and then by the end they end up because Wolverine, his universe is like gone, right? That's what it's supposed to be.
Or
So I
like
feel like
messed it up or
he messed
something.
it up
Yeah.
or whatever. So I mean, it could go one or the other ways. It could go the way of like maybe Wolverine gets his universe back somehow, or Deadpool ends up destroying his universe as well, and then yeah, that's that's really all I got, guys. The cameos too, I can't wait for, but we'll see. Because I know Lady Deadpool is one of the supposed cameos, and I really hope it's Blake Lively. Because if it's not, missed opportunity. And also Elektra was a teased cameo as well. I think we saw like her body is. I don't know. I was watching New Rockstars, and you know how he like finds all these Easter eggs, and he like took the screenshot, and you could just see an outline like of somebody's body. They're covered by another person, but you could see like kind of their back, and it kind of looked like Elektra. But you know, I think yeah, the OG Sabretooth too. Yeah. But my friend actually sent me a picture today. They forgot to add his teeth, like his sharp teeth, in this new teaser trailer. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but he sent me a photo of like original Sabretooth and Fox, and then like this teaser trailer one, and I was like, oh wow, they did forget his teeth. I don't know if that was on purpose or not, or maybe he just has veneers now. But I don't know. I'm excited for the movie. It comes out in less than a month.
he
It's
might
crazy.
he might have veneers. It's been a vintage since the original
It's
came
been a
out.
vintage,
So it's
yeah.
possible. Yeah, for sure. He's got falsies now. I torture this man so much. I'm sorry. Michelle Dillon, which one he wants to go? I'm interested. You're
Uh,
both good.
I'm excited for cameos, but I'm also hoping that it is the end of the Fox universe, and I want us to never see these people again. Um, I was shaking my head earlier when Michelle was like, "We need to see Famke and Hallie." We don't,
We
but
don't. I
if
agree.
if
We
we
don't.
if we do, I want this to be the last time we ever see them again. I
Yes.
never want to see.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just
That's my
kidding.
thoughts. I want the Fox universe to end. Is my thoughts. Yeah,
Yes,
I'm happy
agreed.
that Strike is in it because who doesn't love Kelly Who? So that's
Okay,
one. That's
Kelly is bae.
one
Kelly is
thing
bae.
I'm excited about. So
Well, I have the opposite feels of these two. Like, um, okay, well,
on my screen, Michelle, you keep looking on my screen where Stefania is. So it's like you're like, bitch. It's like you're looking at her like you hate her.
I'm getting ready to throw hands, okay? Getting ready to throw hands with whoever is to I don't even know, my left. You're right. I don't know. I would love to have more of these characters come back. Listen, if having an X-Force movie gets me more Louis Tan Shatterstar, here for it. Like, let's do it. Let's spin this off because I need to see my boy on the big screen. He deserves to be in the MCU. Like, he's already been like the baddest like baddie in that one episode of Iron Fist. Like, I was like, oh my god, like who is this? Like, oh, I need more. I need more. And everyone was saying like he should have been Iron Fist. Also, he was like my main pick for Namor. So, I mean, I love what they did with everything. Like, you know, Tanaka's great. Uh, but I just need my boy in the MCU, period. And if we get an X-Force movie and he gets to be in it more, yes. Yes. Also, Dazzler. Like, Dazzler Dazzler in the Fox movies, like that was hardly anything. That was like, listen, she didn't even sing. She didn't have a speaking role, you know. I mean, X-Men 97 did the same thing to her. And I'm like, Dazzler is not a side character, okay? She
Less
is
than that.
a pop she is not less than that. She is the Taylor Swift of the MCU, okay? She's going on world tours getting her own book again. They're not going to give a character like her own title if she's not going to do something big in the MCU because they're really trying to tie the MCU and the comics together. So I think, I don't know if she's going to be in this movie. I mean, I'm hoping she is, but if not this, like, please, like, give me Dazzler, period. Okay. I just need my girl. Okay. Give me Dazzler and then give me her entourage. Give me like Lila Cheney. Give me Longshot. Give me Shatterstar, her son. Like, I need to see my favorite people's, my Mojo verses like in the MCU somehow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Dying on this hill.
Yeah.
Dead.
Michelle, let's talk about the cartoon. More Dazzler. Let's talk about comics. More Dazzler. Let's talk about movies. More Dazzler.
Yeah.
Or Dazzler. We were supposed to get a Dazzler and Tigra like animated
Cartoon.
show. Not sure what that was about. Very, very weird like combo. But also here for it. If it was gonna give us Dazzler, yeah. Here for it. Please.
Mm-hmm.
Please.
Yeah. I mean, Shatterstar was good in the second Deadpool.
Yeah, he's gonna be good in the third one for like the 5 seconds they give
No, he
him.
died in the second one. It was the best part of the movie.
This
I love
interview is over.
Shutterstar.
I'm sorry, I love you.
But do you
Well, gosh,
love Shatterstar?
no. I agree with Deadpool. He's a bit of a dick.
I
That's all I'm
didn't
gonna say.
expect Michelle to be the
What?
one to walk off on this. Where are they now? I really thought it would have been me.
Yeah, I thought so too. Like,
Well,
I called
I didn't
Vegas
know
and
we
put
were
money
gonna
on it.
talk smack about my favorite character. Like,
I,
rude,
I'll correct myself.
rude.
I like Shatterstar in the comics, but the version of him that was in Deadpool 2, I was kind of like, am I
He was
wrong about
pretty.
that?
He was.
Like, I
Yeah,
like him in the comics.
He
you're
was pretty.
definitely wrong.
Oh, okay.
I'll agree with you, but I'll say that he was pretty. So that's why I want him.
Oh,
He
I
can
see.
stay.
I see.
Oh my gosh, how
Fair
did this
enough.
turn into a Shatterstar like hate fest? That's rude.
Well, it's usually a Wolverine hate
Yeah,
person.
yeah. I've
Yeah.
got resentment coming back. That's
Oh
a
my gosh,
whole
I was
season
on
built
your
up.
side
I
though. I was like,
know.
Wolverine is Bay.
I'm old
Wolverine
and
is Bay.
forgetful.
Shatterstar's Bay. Look, Cyclops is Bay. Everyone is Bay right now,
All right.
except maybe Charles. Like,
Hey, Shatterstar is awesome, you guys. Shut up. Shut up. We got this. Well, it will be. The one thing that I really want to see in Deadpool and Wolverine is I want to see Ms. Jameson back as Jean Grey. I want her like doing the whole Phoenix thing, and then Deadpool kills her and says, "Logan, I got you, so you didn't have to do it this time. I did you a favor." And that would be amazing. That would make the movie like there. Am I that wrong? Oh, that's
When you said
right.
uh,
You
when you
guys
said
like
that,
yours.
when
You
you
guys like
said that,
yours,
I thought you
Jean
meant
Grey, right?
Deadpool would take Jean's spot like in bed from Logan.
Well,
That's what I thought you meant too.
yeah,
I,
that'll
I'm fine.
probably
I'm
happen.
fine with all of this happening. Jean
Yeah.
dying and Ryan in bed with you.
I mean, we definitely have a scene where one of them rolls over and sees the other one in bed, right? Like that's gonna happen, right?
Yes, I hope Michelle's
All right. Well, now that I've thoroughly pissed everybody off on this reunion, I love y'all. It's great. I just like ribbing you. The problem is, guys, is I grew up with older sisters, so I like to just be a brat. That's all there is to it. So there we go. Well, we're kicking off to the hour mark here. Has anybody got anything they want to say or get off their chest at me before we get out of here? Because I can take it.
that's what he said. Um,
I
No.
love the way Stefania is just giving me the mobster stare down. Like, okay, let's see how it is. I see how it is. And I'm sorry, Michelle. I love you. I'm just kidding.
I
Um,
know. Like, why are you so mean today?
it, it's not at you. It's not at you. It's okay.
he's missed us so
Yeah.
much that he has to pick on us.
I,
That's why.
It's
well,
okay. It's
yeah.
okay. I have a deep love for deep cut characters, and I know not everybody shares my views, and that's okay. We all. That's why we're here. Everyone has a different, you know, character that they love, and some of us are dustier than others, and so they just, you know, you can't help it if you're like double platinum vintage whatever. Okay.
Listen here, Missy. Listen. I'm going to go get some Metamucil and we're going to talk about this.
Dazzler is like double platinum and double vintage. Oh, yeah.
Like
Yeah.
character canon or like.
Fact.
I she's old and she's had a lot of albums, so yeah, she's all of that.
She's like
She like the Madonna of
Madonna.
the X-Men universe,
Yeah, she's like
but
I
in
Madonna
think so.
a good way.
in a
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, Madonna's great. We love
Yeah.
Madonna. Can't hate
Yeah.
on her.
Madonna and Dazzler are very similar.
Yes.
They show up, they're there for 5 seconds, then they're gone for like 30 years, and then they come back and they try to give her a book again, and it still flops. And then she disappears. And then they try to give her a book again. It flops again.
This just went off like
We just declared peace, man. We had a ceasefire in order.
That was your piece. It was not mine.
gosh. What did
Yeah.
Dazzler do to you?
I love Shatterstar, and she left her son, but her memory got wiped, so it
Birthed
wasn't her
him.
fault.
She
Yeah,
did birth. I mean, she did give us Shatterstar. Okay.
yeah.
Wow.
So are any of you going to San Diego this year?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I think Dylan's going too.
Exciting.
I'm going to work with Allison Seeley Smith, so yeah, I'll be there.
Nice. So exciting. I know, because it's the same weekend as Deadpool. So I saw that. I was like, oh, that's crazy. Because the premiere is that week as well, like Monday. And then I don't know if like, because I was thinking of like the actors. I don't know if they're going to be at San Diego. Like they're going to go to the premiere on Monday and then they're going to fly off to San Diego for the con and then do like a Hall H kind of thing. Because I was thinking like, what's their Hall H going to
Yeah.
be like? I don't know.
I
Because
know.
isn't the premiere in New York for this one?
It
Yeah,
is.
that's why they would like. I was thinking like the travel wise, like how would they do that if they were going to go to San Diego?
They just
Right.
take a red eye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like they're probably not going to San Diego because if they were, they probably would have just had the premiere in LA. So
Yeah, but Ryan loves New York and he also lives in
Yeah.
New York, so I think that's why he.
That's why I did
All
it
the other
like
Deadpool
in
premieres
New
were in
York.
New York. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you've got Ryan Reynolds level pull, you can do that kind of stuff. I do want to say here, though, Sean says, note to make Michelle happy, make a Dazzler Shatterstar Dust spinoff series.
Yes.
I'd watch it.
I
I'd
would
watch
watch
it.
it too. That's very random, but also like I like it. I like it a lot.
Yeah.
agreed.
Yeah.
They can just be
Yeah.
the X-Men when we get season 2 back.
Sean, I have a whole Dazzler pitch. I'm not even lying. It's so good. Like I've shared it with Justin. It's not. I swear it's not terrible. It's not terrible. I feel like Marvel Comics like got into my brain and took some of my ideas for the upcoming comic. But for real, I got some ideas.
Yeah, Sean, if you're there, hit up Michelle. Let's get this ball rolling.
Yeah.
You just have to name the X-Men gang as like and the credits is like special thanks to kind of thing. Because, yeah. See?
Special
Easy.
thanks to you.
No,
Oh
no, not
no.
to me. Not to me.
Okay.
I
was
opened
like,
the app.
you?
That's all I did. I'm not taking
I'll be
credit
like,
for anything.
special thanks to Finch for being extra double platinum vintage sexy.
No, I'll just be out. If you guys get the series made, I'll be the guy making 15 different like Rotten Tomatoes account to review bomb it. Just cause.
Be like, the show is dusty. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It's Dazzly
There's not
Shatterduck.
enough Wolverine in
Yeah.
here.
I thought this was about Taylor Swift. This is horse shit.
Taylor Swift is not in this. FYI.
Okay, here's a question. And I mean this legitimately.
Oh God.
If they did do a live action Dazzler, who would you want to play?
Man, it changes depending on my mood. I mean, I like the Taylor Swift idea. Justin actually said Dua Lipa, and I'm
Me too.
here for that. I would be here for that for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm not a Taylor Swift fan. Sorry, but
It's okay.
Nobody's
Dua
perfect.
Lipa,
It's okay.
just the music that she puts out and that vibe is so Dazzler. I
Yeah.
think she would kill it. And plus, she did Barbie too,
Yeah.
and people loved her in Barbie. So
She has the vibe.
yeah,
Like she could do, and she looks great blonde. Like,
yes,
you know,
she looks great. Period. Okay.
Yeah. period. Period.
We'll get it rolling. Well, hey, thanks you guys. Thanks you guys for doing this. This was a lot of fun. We'll have to. We still have no idea when season 2 is coming. Like we've not gotten any even hint of a word from Marvel regarding that.
Well, Sean said expect season 2 by 2030 as well. When we were talking about like how long X-Men
Yeah.
movies gonna take.
Oh.
So I was like,
I think he said that season 2 would be out before 2030. So at
oh,
least
was it?
at least for season 2
It's like we
in
don't
the
get it
next
till
6 years.
20.
He's like, it's coming. He says it's coming.
We
We
waited-
can't listen. We can't rush art.
We
y'all.
did
Right.
like 20
Yeah, don't
No,
rush
like,
it.
It's
Don't
We
rush
fine.
cannot
it.
rush it. It has.
I'm
it
not
has
going
to have
anywhere
time.
anytime soon. Knock on wood.
Yeah.
So
You know what? We got comics to fill
Yeah.
our time. We got some movies. We got some series. Like we'll be okay. We'll be
December
okay.
of 29.
Yeah, we know as soon as Stefania turns 29 years old, season 2 is right around the corner.
Yes.
Yep.
No.
And X-Men, like live action X-Men.
Yeah.
Right,
So,
yeah.
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 They're both going to drop at the same time and blow our minds.
We need an inside person in the Hall H so that they can feed us the info so that we can know. Like, but can you take a picture of the timeline when they pop it up there, just so like all of us who can't make it in, you know?
Oh, I was.
Like, I don't want to wait in that line. That's crazy. Like, that's a whole ass day and night. And like, if you don't have a partner to switch out,
Yeah, no.
that's crazy.
That's why I just scroll through Twitter notifications.
At Twitter,
What's going on?
and then like YouTube, I'm like, did anyone post anything? Like, what's up?
Yeah.
What's up? You know?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stop by the Marvel booth and be like, "Hey, y'all announce anything?
Yeah.
Can you throw it up on the screen so we can watch it?"
Yeah. And that is the best thing about social media is they can have big things like that, and it's like within seconds, it's all over the internet anyway.
I
So,
know. So like, don't post this anywhere. Sorry.
mhm. And Sean says, I will say we're working hard on season 2. It's definitely coming. I don't control when it airs, just that it gets made. Well, we
Sean, are
appreciate it,
you
dude.
in Hall H?
Thank you,
Are
Sean.
you going to be in Hall H? Is X-Men 97 going to be in Hall H?
Michelle, this
Just
whole
trying to get
hour,
everything.
Oh my
hour
gosh,
and
Sean,
7 minutes. Dazzler,
Sean,
Dazzler,
D
Dazzler, Shatterstar,
DM
Call
me.
H.
Like, if you're going to San Diego, Sean, DM me. Let's meet up. Let's chat. Let's chat.
She's
Is
got a
there a
whole
Hall H
PowerPoint ready
though?
for you.
I do. I got a whole slide deck. I got a
If
camper
there's a
slide deck.
Hall H, I'm going to be like, I work for Storm. Please let
Yeah,
me in the door.
be like, be like, so Storm needs to get into this like panel. Where can she sit? She needs 2 seats, and then you just sit next to
You
her.
don't want her to
Mhm.
show you the forecast, do
You know
you?
what?
No, you
Listen,
don't.
Dylan, come find me. I'll help you get in. You
Yeah.
know how I do.
Michelle knows how to find her way into parts of cons that she's not allowed to be in.
Yeah.
And it's fun to experience.
Or if they
You just
tell me like I need to go somewhere else, I'm like, no, I need to go here. Thank you. Bye.
and we
Like,
go there and they don't even question her.
Oh, it's her
I'm
luck.
definitely not in the
It's her
right space.
luck.
It's my luck
Yeah.
power. I'm telling you guys, I have a real life mutant power, luck powers. Like,
I need you to sprinkle some of that on me, please.
I'll send you
I need.
some.
Thank you.
I
Thank
mean,
you.
I love
Yes.
Dazzler, but I'm a real life long shot. Okay, like, and I
Long
have
shot,
a
really?
Shatterstar. I have a Shatterstar. That was good.
Wow. So you were just like the bargain bin fan, right?
I like to say that they're deep cuts. Okay, deep cuts.
It's only been a month and a half, but it's as if we're some sort of rock band that got back together after 16 years. And you're like, I actually hate her.
Oh God, I am so
Oh,
sorry. That's just low hanging fruit.
dang.
Oh
Like,
my God.
why you gotta do me like that?
Well,
Like, what
I'm
the
going to tell you what it is, and this is
what
like
it
legitimate.
what is it?
I'm going to tell you what it is. This is like legitimately what it is. So like everybody kind of comes up, whether you're in like X-Men or any kind of fandom, especially before social media. You were sort of like in your bubble of your like just local fans. Like I grew up an X-Men fan, and the only X people that I talked to were people who geographically lived close to me who read comics. And you kind of develop your own subculture within there of characters you like and characters you don't like. And it was so funny to me as a child, like, there were characters we made fun of. Like, we relentlessly made fun of Cyclops. I mean, just like tore into him constantly. We relentlessly made fun of Storm. Yeah, I know. Relentlessly made fun of Shatterstar. Yeah, I'm just like pissing everybody off. Like,
You know
I'm not
what?
saying,
Yeah,
but yeah,
I'm taking
but
off my Wolverine hat. No, no, no. You cannot come for Aurora like that. Okay,
no, no. Here's the thing, though. I will
cannot.
say, I was young and stupid. My opinions on those characters are much different now. I mean, as we said, Cyclops, Storm. You feel differently. You just kind of have that childish humor about it. But the problem is when you have that childish humor for so long, it becomes a knee-jerk reaction. And when somebody says long shot, my first thought is, okay. And then I think about it, like, long shot actually is kind of a cool character. I've never given him a second thought, and that's on me.
He's,
So
he's
it's a
so
knee-jerk
happy.
reaction.
Like,
He's so happy. I
look,
love him.
he's super fine. He's he has luck powers. He is a TV star in the Mojoverse. Like, boy is getting put through the gauntlet every day for views and likes. He's basically an influencer. Okay, he's an
Before
MCU
influencing
influencer.
existed.
He was an influencer before there was influencing.
Right.
Okay, and he was getting the ratings and the views up for Mojo in the Mojoverse, and he was making time for his, like, he had a kid, he had a girl, plus he was on like Outback X-Men. Like, boy was
I did not know that
he
he
was
had a kid. Do not try to I love that family. I remember
Who's
when I was little, I used to
who's
play
his
with
kid? I don't
Shatter.
remember him having a kid.
Shatterstar is his
Where is his
kid.
kid?
What?
Yes, he's his
Seriously?
kid, but Shatterstar is actually also his own grandfather. Do you not
Yeah,
K-pop?
it's
And I'm
weird.
the weird one for making fun of him.
Listen,
Yeah.
there's a whole Ash Summers family tree that is more fucked up than
That
that,
is
okay?
true. That
Yeah.
is
Like,
true. Yeah, it really is. Although
like
the question I've always had is in a duel between Longshot and Domino.
I, I don't know, they're besties. They can't fight each other. It like nullify like
I think
Magneto
they
Yeah.
and
would.
Xavier fight all the
I
time.
think that it would like nullify each other, and like Domino barely uses her luck power. Like she will just shoot you in the head. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Domino wins.
That's true. That's why I love
yeah,
her.
yeah.
Sean says Domino. That's canon. So that's all
There
there
we
is
go.
to it.
I'm
Yeah.
not gonna accept that answer. They're besties.
Yeah.
And besties don't
And
kill each other, okay?
she wouldn't be able to shoot him because he's so pretty. She'd be like, "Oh, I
Exactly.
want to shoot you," but
She'd be like, oh damn, you're so fine.
yeah,
Like I can't. Like, oh, will you sign my gun? Like,
She would. She would likely want to do things with him because most X-Men,
yeah.
Domino does have a high body count of fellow
She's like, listen,
X-Men.
what are you doing later?
yeah.
Are you you're not with Dazzler right now, right? It's cool.
I could probably squeeze you in between two other muties. What do you say?
Yeah, exactly.
Like literally?
That's what I was thinking.
She's like, whatever you want. She's like,
Yeah.
bring a friend.
Whatever you're
Bring a
into,
friend.
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What happens on Krakoa stays on Krakoa,
Yeah.
or the Mojoverse,
Yep.
or the X Mansion, or
Yeah. They gotta do stuff for the OnlyFans because Longshot is all about them views and them
Hmm.
likes.
I'm subscribed.
that's
This is a
true.
this is a collaboration he can get down with.
I feel
Yeah.
like that's a story that somebody could write. That Longshot is on OnlyFans now because that
Uh
would make sense.
yeah. I'm gonna work that
And
into my Dazzler
Do that.
yeah,
story
and
for
Mojo takes
sure.
control of the OnlyFans servers, and that could go to some dark places. Never mind. Yeah, never mind. Anyway. Well, all right, guys, we're gonna get out of here. Hey, everybody who checked in and watched this thing, thank you so very much. You guys are great. Thank you for dealing with our collective idiocy, and by that I mean my idiocy. But love you guys. Thank you so much for hopping on this thing again. Hopefully, we'll do it again here in the future. Once we get to the point where we forget the bad stuff and remember that we miss each other, and then we'll do it again. It's kind of like a family reunion sort of thing, right?
Yeah,
Sure.
definitely.
Is
Yeah.
this like
Sure.
a month? Is this a monthly thing? Like, are we just checking in monthly? Being like,
Yeah.
how y'all doing?
Are
Like,
you,
we
are
saw
you
we
okay?
saw Deadpool. Like,
Yeah.
are you still dusty?
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't reversed physics. I'm more dusty, slightly more dusty every day.
Hey, there
Yeah.
was a thing the other day where there was a post on the internet about rats and how they found a way to de-age rats by rejuvenating their organs. So who knows?
Yeah,
You might not be dusty next time.
yeah, I'll take some health
Maybe
care.
not.
I'm fine with it. Pump it into me, baby, whatever I got to do.
That's what he said.
See, that was an alley-oop. That was just like, slam dunk. Well, all right, guys. Hey, yeah, like I said, thank you so much. It's always so much fun talking to you guys. We'll get out of here, but yeah, we'll do it again sometime, month and a half, 2 months. We'll see. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll reach out and
Maybe
find out.
Yeah.
we should reconvene after like San Diego, and we
Yeah,
can get all the feels.
the
Yeah.
Hall H and the
Deadpool.
Deadpool and Wolverine, and
Yeah.
And we
yeah,
can reconvene
Yeah.
after Uncanny Experience.
Yeah,
yes,
see? Yeah, we can do
yes,
that. We got July, August, September.
yeah. We'll
Sure.
we'll just knock them down.
Monthly gang. Like, what's up? Like, who are we hating on this week? Like, what character
She's saying
is not
monthly
the
gang.
business? No,
Gang,
gang.
gang, gang,
Gang,
gang.
gang. I mean, that's a that's
Oh my God! Shut off the feed.
OnlyFans.
Shut
Okay.
off the feed. We're spiraled. Shut it off. I love that it took Stefania just like 10 seconds. She's like, did this bitch just say monthly gangbang?
Oh
Oh,
my god.
oh my lord! What happened?
What is this live turned into?
To be fair, I paused for like a millisecond in my brain. Like, did she just say no? She said gang gang.
Yeah,
She said
Somebody's like,
gang
did you
gang.
just say
gang
gang gang?
gang.
Who says gang gang in film?
Oh,
No one
that's
says
right.
that word twice.
Oh my god.
That's right. Stefania, you weren't at the last Uncanny experience. You don't know how this goes, huh?
No, no.
Okay. Well,
What
Oh,
happened?
you're in. Oh
Oh God!
man.
we'll
Whoa.
initiate it.
Please
It's all
don't
good.
say that about the Uncanny.
I'll cut it off there before like it gets published. That's okay. So your ticket sales will go through the roof, though. It's just
I was gonna say,
not
like,
the people you want to be there.
people are gonna be like, wait, what?
Yeah, she said gangbang and like you gained.
Suddenly, everyone's like sending Uncanny Experience like pineapples and things. No, keep
They're like, are
pineapples.
Yeah.
tickets still available? Is that the VIP
I
party
just watched.
experience?
Yes.
Is the after party
Question.
ticket for the gangbang, or is that a different?
Oh,
Oh my
Chandler, I'm
God.
so sorry. Chandler, I'm
Oh
so
my
sorry.
He's
god.
gonna be like, why are there
He
emails
came in at the
asking
right
about?
time. He really
Yeah.
did.
The longer we're together, the less vintage we are. We just turn into like 12-year-olds with a dirty mind. But yeah, what happens at Hellfire stays at Hellfire. So we can't talk about it publicly.
Kind of
So
does, but yeah. Anyway,
yeah.
I hope
Don't-
everyone kept your card from last year.
I never got one. I
Oh,
never got one.
you
I
missed
think
out.
I think they ran out. I think
Yeah.
you got
Yeah.
in line. to
There's
get
only
your
so many
photo.
people allowed in the
Mm.
In the gang.
In the gang.
in the gang. In
The
the
gang
gang.
Yes.
The gang.
Yeah. They hand out, either get your card or your ball gag, whichever one it is. Yeah, we're gonna get out of here, guys, because this is getting dangerously close to FCC violations. So
Instagram's gonna like cut you off. They're like, get
Yeah.
out.
yeah, Zuckerberg cyborgs.
We're all shadow
You are
banned.
shadow banned.
Yup.
Zuckerberg's Prime Sentinels are gonna show up at my house. Like, you can't post that. But all right, guys.
Something else.
Yeah. So thank you so much, gang. You have been phenomenal. Yeah, I don't know. Like, bye.
Something else to say.
Yeah, we'll
Gotta
see.
hashtag it.
Yeah. All right, bye, everybody.
Hi.